Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back for more humdrum drummery, down in the resonant readouts and rumbling ruins of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And man, did last episode's victory over the hag land with a thud. It was just how I imagine it would sound every night at about 4 a.m. if you lived downstairs from Bill Cosby when the missus was out of town. Just the meaty smack of an unconscious body slapping against the floor, and then a steady 90 seconds of rhythmic thumping, followed by the sound of sirens. You know, allegedly, anyway. But unlike the Cosby thing, because with that, at least you get to watch Cosby's team of flesh-chewing attorneys send the cops packing. Unlike that, though, last episode's boss bash didn't even have the whole attorney thing working for it. Didn't get to watch a bunch of cops do the shame walk out with their heads held down, going, "Doh," and looking sad. Largely because, of course, last mission was dull. It was in the Weald, and as we learned, the Weald slogan is the same slogan the city fathers of Boca Raton used to attract retiring New Yorkers. Remember, it's not dangerous, it's just boring. Which, after a lifetime in New York City, I'm sure probably sounds pretty good to the retirees. Not dangerous? Really boring? Yeah, I could go with that. The city that never sleeps. Yeah, it never sleeps, which is why it always looks like shit in the morning. It should really get a good night's rest. Those bags under its eyes aren't helping it out any. No wonder New York is still single. It's just, it's never gonna attract a mate when it looks so haggard all the time. Should really get some rest, New York. Maybe get a sleep number bed. That's my suggestion. In addition to that, we've also got some adventuring to do, so let's stop talking about the bags under New York's eyes and start talking about what we're gonna do on this mission. I'm pretty open to anything at this point, just like a New York subway, open to anything. Like, you can pee in there, they don't care. Alright, that's enough bagging on New York and Cosby. Now, you know what? It's not enough bagging on Cosby. Fuck that. Bag on him all you like. He deserves it. Plus 10 damage, plus 3 speed, minus 10 max hit points. That's not bad. I don't really like the thought of a champion level dungeon, considering we have one level 5 trooper. So let's go ahead and rule that one out. And not terrible. Is there a boss bash we could... Ooh. We could try to... do I want to go back to the goddamn Weald after last mission? Do I really want to do that to myself? Really, do I want to do that to myself? I really don't. And also, we already have that trinket. If the trinket was good, I might do that to myself. But the trinket is not good, so you know what? I'm not doing that to myself. Sniper's ring. We could level up the cove here. We really need to get into the Warrens. The Warrens is still level freaking 2, man. And if we do one mission, we can unlock the boss there, which is the inchoate flesh, which we still haven't killed. I kind of feel like we should do that. Big bonus to stun and blight skill chance. That's not terrible. I do like the fact that you get 5 deeds for that. 3 deeds for a short. Do we have a team that's even going to be able to do much down there? We're going to need a team that can kill the boss once this other team is... Man, Dick Grayson we could send, but he's real freaked out. Do we have a team that we could send in that's like level 1s and 0s? We could do Jericho Drum, Helena Bertinelli. Who else is going to shore that up? We would need somebody else in there as a part of that. Maybe Silver Sable? That does not seem like a fantastic team. It doesn't seem like the world's shittiest team either. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. Alright, Olsen. Well, first off, let's head back up here and make sure everybody's got skills and whatnot as upgraded as they can get. We'll burn a little cash here. It's fine. All right, Olsen's good. Bertinelli, you don't even have the right skills. So you've got Sniper Shot, Bola, which is crap. Blind Fire, man, you have like every wrong ability. We're definitely giving you Sniper's Mark. We're definitely going to give you Battlefield Bandage. I am not really a big fan of Suppressive Fire. Like late in the game, that debuff almost never works, and the damage is real bad. I think we look for something that has a little bit better just random damage. Blind Fire is not terrible. Rallying Flare is not good, but it's not the worst possible thing we could get. It will clear a stun, which theoretically taking your turn to clear a stun is basically trading a turn for a turn. So you know what? Hell with that. I think we'll just go with Blind Fire, really. I'm okay with that. Let's stay out of Suppressive Fire. Seems fine. Brother Voodoo, are you like all skilled up here? You're as skilled up as you're gonna get, so that'll do. Let's strip the trinkets then. And this is gonna be our team. I'm not hugely enthused about this, but I'm sure we can probably make do. Silver Sable, I think we'll put you in second position and have Brother Voodoo bring up round 2 here. So, what kind of abomination trinkets only do we have? Let's sort these by class restrictions. So I guess we'll just do this because there's no reason to not. Bonus protection, bonus virtue chance. I think we'll go with the extra protection. It's unlikely you're going to get swung at anyway. Silver Sable. Yep, I remember this. We had a tough time figuring out just what the hell to do with Silver Sable last time. Much like Marvel has a tough time figuring out what the hell to do with Silver Sable. Because she's the world's greatest bounty hunter or some shit. I'm not even sure. She's like a mercenary. See, this is the thing. I can't really tell you much about what it is Silver Sable actually does. She leads the wild pack. That's like the best I can do. Because Marvel themselves don't know what the fuck to do with Silver Sable. We could give her Dismas's head. Yeah, you know, I'm okay with that. Let's give her big bonus damage and something to reduce her stress. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go with the stress reduction and huge damage. That negates the penalty of that. And then she's just got plus 25 damage, minus 10% max HP. It should be okay. We're going to give Junia's head to you. That's fine. And what else do we want to give? I don't think anything else that adds more stress damage. I mean, let's not just pile on here. Book of Relaxation is actually not terrible. Now that has bonus stress damage too. We're looking to mitigate our stress damage here, not magnify our stress damage. Is there anything else we could give to you? Like maybe a healer's charm? Ah, there you go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just crank up the heals on old brother Voodoo. We'll rely on his magic, mysterious voodoo powders to keep us safe because, you know, that's great. That's solid science right there. Oh man, come on, need to work for the trolls in Wildmon. That was very insensitive of me from like a sort of ethnic standpoint. I'm being ethnically insensitive. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. But hey, I didn't give the trolls in WoW that voice, man. That didn't come from me, Perfidious Pete. Plus 8 accuracy, plus 2 crit, minus 4 dodge. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's actually pretty good. How many bandanas can one gal wear? Oh, by the way, Helena Bertinelli, the Huntress, is joining the team. And yes, I'm aware her name is slightly misspelled, but there's a character limit in Darkest Dungeon, and that's the closest I could get. Helena Bertinelli, sort of the evil version of Batman, if you want to consider Batman to be not evil, even though I kind of think Batman is borderline evil. You gotta admit, Batman is definitely not a good guy. He just, I mean, he just doesn't kill people. Bonus damage, penalty to heal skills. No, we're probably going to need those. Plus 1% crit is not terrible. Oh, here we go. Just make you a better healer. Done. So that's everybody sorted. Good. Let's provision. I should probably go back a little bit and pay attention to what mission I'm actually doing. Do I want to maybe go for the medium length mission? I kind of don't because I actually don't want Silver Sable to level. So you know what? Yes, let's go with the short mission here to complete 100% of rune battles. This should be relatively easy. In, out, quick, done, up, down, side to side, in, quick, out, quick, just like a bunny making love, baby. Making a love. You know, rabbits get a bad rap. You ever talk to a female rabbit? How do you know? Maybe male rabbits are fantastic lovers. Maybe, you know, maybe the female rabbits are into that to be like, no, I like it hard and quick, baby. I want it, you know, I want it over fast. I want it home run. I just want it hard and out of the park, baby. Just all the way. Give it to me quick and fast. That's what they call the Charlie Sheen method. Gives it to you hard and fast. Usually Charlie's comes with a fist, though. I mean, he gives it to you hard and fast, but the hard and fast part of it is actually Charlie's fist. Allegedly. Man, I'm picking on, I should probably stop picking on celebrities. I mean, what else am I going to do? Pick on Brother Voodoo? Come on, that's punching down. You don't pick on Jericho Drum. The guy's already garbage water enough. I mean, Dr. Doom already killed him once. We shouldn't be picking on him too hard. All right, who's going to touch the stuff? You know what, Abomination? You have a self-heal here, so I think you're going to be touching the stuff. Ideally, it would be an antiquarian touching the stuff, but again, I'm going to blame you in at least no small part here, Alex Olson, for antiquarian being dead. And apparently, the Swamp Thing is the luckiest man alive because he's just wandering around finding bags filled with fucking money. You wouldn't have needed to burn down a swamp. You wouldn't have, you know, been in that problem and wound up being the Swamp Thing. If you could have just found sacks of money, you could have paid off those drug lords. Wouldn't even have been a problem. The whole Swamp Thing would have been averted. Actually, I can't remember if that was Swamp Thing's origin story. I just remember that his lab caught fire and his burning body stumbled into the swamp, and somehow he became the Swamp Thing as a result of that. The specifics other than that, I'm a little murky on. Yeah, let's go ahead and transform here. This is going to do some nasty things to us in the stress department, admittedly, but We don't have a huge number of fights that we got to get to, and the critical, you know, got to list a little bit of that back. We do need to fix Helena Bertinelli's skills as well. In the meantime, let's go ahead and shoot that man in the face. 3 stress relief for her. Here comes the shank. Ouch. That's all right. Gonna leave a mark. Huntress is, she's not used to getting shanked there. You know, hey, come on, man. You're hitting a girl. You realize this, right? Don't be hitting girls. That's not cool, bro. We'll tell that to Batman. He hit her all the time. Oh, come on. Just because Batman hits a girl doesn't mean it's okay for you to hit a girl. I get issues with Batman, man. Alright, so overall, we got actually very little aggregate stress from that little encounter there. I think we did okay. And more gold to boot. I'm telling you, man, the Swamp Thing is holding it down in the gold department. He's the richest shambolic monster to ever walk out of the bayou. Now, come on down to the bayou. We'll make you some Cajun gumbo there. Ooh, maybe that's where he's making all his money. Alex Olsen has given up his life as a horrifically plant monster swamp creature, and he's just like, no, man, I got a gumbo shack now. You see, come on down to Swamp Thing's Gumbo Shack. We make the best gumbo in the bayou. Swamp Thing brand gumbo. Best gumbo on the bayou. You try a little bit of old Swamp Thing's gumbo. I guarantee, boy, you'll be delighted to have it. I can't do a Creole accent. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm trying my best to get a little patois there, but my Creole is just bad. And I say that knowing that I'm totally sort of misusing the word Creole, because Creole is actually a type. Wow, that's a fantastic hit from Silver Sable. And more gold. But a Creole is actually a particular kind of language construct. Once you've studied a little linguistics, you understand that Creole, it doesn't specifically mean sort of the patois of French and I think, is it maybe Haitian? I don't actually remember what goes in a Creole. It's French and English. I forget. It's probably French and English. But a Creole is like 2 languages mixed together in a hodgepodge where the rules of neither language are strictly adhered to. Just some rules from this, some from that. It's a little bit of that. Sort of like a gumbo. It's like what you would find in Alex Olsen's Gumbo Shack. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, we got a little shrimp. We got a little crawfish in there. Little crawdaddy. Got some white rice in there. Some onion. Gonna be fantastic, I guarantee, because suddenly I'm Justin Wilson. Alright, Silver Sable, we got a bunch of stress-causing units in the back, and if you could sweetly kill that man who might puke on someone and give them a disease, that would be a thing of beauty. Meanwhile, Helena Bertinelli comes up just a little bit short. That's why Batman threw the fuck out of Goblin, Huntress. Did I say threw you out of Goblin? I meant Gotham. Helena Bertinelli periodically gets ejected from Gotham by Batman, because Batman always decides she's too dangerous. Oh, she's an unpredictable wild card. Whatever, Batman. She's basically you. It's pot calling the kettle black kind of situation for old Batman there. We should probably go with the little heal on old Swamp Thing. He's looking a little banged up. He did manage to resist the bleed. I think we will just straight up transform here. We got this pig chopper man pretty well handled. So we'll go ahead and transform, and I think we'll just go for a little absolution here. And let's try out Blind Fire. It will, oh, it randomly hits one spot, but it randomly hit the guy in front. I wonder if it favors live targets over corpses. That's interesting. It randomly hits one target. I wonder if it will hit a living guy before it just straight up assigns itself to a corpse. And Silver Sable, pick to the face. Works every time. Well, I mean, except for all the times that it doesn't work. The rest of the time, though, it works every time. It's big ol' heal from Brother Voodoo, man. Brother Voodoo is holding it down in the heal department. You really ought to stick to the gumbo, though. Oh, got the Brother Gumbo Gubu. Brother Gumbo Goo. And you know what? I just can't talk today. I think I may be having an elaborate series of strokes. Another sweet kill from Silver Sable. More gold. Man, we're walking out of this richer than Croesus here. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe the Antiquarian hasn't been obviated just by our Abomination's ability to wander around through a staggering pile of gold. There's gold in this here swamp, boy, and it ain't all just a gumbo either. Bonus stun skill chance. I'm pretty sure we have like 9 of these. I'm just gonna burn a torch and take it anyway, though, because I can't say no to loot even when it's loot I don't really want. So our goal is to complete 100% of room battles, which means we have to go to literally every room in this dungeon. I'd be saltier about that, except for the fact that this dungeon only has 7 rooms. So I mean, I can't be too salty about a 7-room dungeon. That just seems, you know, a little over the top. It's 7 rooms. I really should fix Helena Bertinelli's skills, because she still has a lot of the wrong ones. One of these days, I'm going to remember to do a thing that I said that I've done, but as soon as I say it, it immediately flees my brain. It'd be like, I say that I'm going to do a thing, and then I'm never going to do it. I said it, and the only time I was ever going to think about it was like the 9.5 seconds that it took my brain to process it into speech and spit it out into this microphone to be recorded digitally and transmitted to you via the internet. That's the only time it's ever going to enter my brain. I won't ever actually remember it. Even if I keep talking about it like this, I probably will still forget at the end of this fight. I'll get distracted by like a big pile of gold, and then I'll try and make another Gumbo joke about Swamp Thing running a Gumbo restaurant. Although if Swamp Thing had a Gumbo restaurant, I would totally eat Swamp Thing Gumbo. Alright, so clearly blind fire must favor valid targets over corpses. Alright, let's fix Helena Bertinelli's skills. I'm done forgetting. So sniper's mark, yes. Blind fire, yes. Battlefield bandage, yes. And now we're sorted. Anybody else need skill adjustments? I don't think so. I don't think so, Pete, but I need a little Gumbo adjustment. Got a growling belly here. You know what to fix up a growling belly? A little bit of Swamp Thing brand Gumbo. That's what'll fix up a little growling belly. You come on down to Swamp Thing's Gumbo Shack. Swamp Thing, he'll Gumbo you up just right. Actually really want some Gumbo now. Look at this gold, man. Look at crazy ass gold. Oh, that's right. You get a little old gold from the Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing's brand Gumbo. Oh, he bring home the bacon, that Swamp Thing, dude. We should throw something on the ground. I'm thinking medicinal herbs because we've sort of got plenty of food. I'm not passing up this much gold. It's a windfall of gold. We're getting the Scrooge McDuck style fortune. Think how much cash we'd be looting right now if we had an actual antiquarian in the party and they weren't all dead because Black Widow and Anna Kravimoff decided they didn't want to live anymore. Come on, man. You got to let me stop short of the traps rather than sticking me with the stress. I mean, we had probably 100% chance to disarm that bad boy if you'd just give me a chance to interact with it. Once again, Swamp Thing and his magic finding abilities. If it's lost in a swamp, maybe that's how Swamp Thing gets his money. Maybe it's not Swamp Thing's Gumbo Shack. Maybe Swamp Thing is like a finder of lost things. He just knows where everything is in a swamp. So like every time anybody ever lost their wallet in a swamp, Swamp Thing found it. He's like, hey, I got all the lost wallets. Lost wallets, car keys, you know, boats, pirates, gold, treasure, all that shit. Yeah. If it's ever been lost in a swamp, old Swamp Thing, he knows where to find it. So we get a little unfortunate dodge there. Let's go for... I doubt we're going to one-shot that guy, but we would have, in fact, one-shotted him if we had gotten that same 12 damage. Little disappointing, because Helena Bertinelli doesn't quite carry the same weight as old Silver Sable, which I gotta say is not saying much for Helena Bertinelli. She'd be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not as good as Silver Sable. And people are like, really? Silver Sable? I mean, the mercenary gal, right? The Wild Pack lady? She's like, yeah, she's got more clout than me. And I don't just mean like actual clout. I mean, she also has a higher clout score than me, which is very disappointing. Silver Sable isn't exactly, you know, tearing it up. And you got it. This guy has fucking dodged that twice. All right, that's enough of your shit. I've had enough of you, little pig man. Enjoy a knife in the neck. Comes a little butcher's cut. Silver Sable's gonna tweet about that one. She'll be like, huh, butcher's cut, last cut of beef I ever buy down in the wheel. Hashtag terrible cut. Hashtag cheap meat. That's going to really help her clout score, too, because that's a quality tweet right there. Little pick to the face for our piggish friend. I think we will have Brother Voodoo drop a heal on himself. He's looking a little peaked. Did manage to bleed himself. That's delightful. You know what? Let's just kill this man. I was thinking about tossing another heal, but we've got bandages. I don't know why I bought 3 bandages, but for some reason I did. Can I use these bandages?
Is it merely a trick?
Yes, let's use that. We'll use that. Let's throw this on the floor, and we'll take the deeds. I want the deeds more than I want the... Well, I kind of want the jade, too, but 250 gold. Not really... You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to drink the holy water and take the jade. Could have also probably gotten rid of that anti-venom. Would not have been a terrible compromise solution, either. We are going to get a little free stress relief for Silver Sable. She's getting it back. Silver Sable's like, what, you trap, you say? Traps are my thing. This is why I'm the leader of the Wild Pack, because of my fantastic trap disarming ability. That's clearly a leadership characteristic, right? Also, what is the Wild Pack specifically? I mean, it's just a bunch of other mercenaries, right? They call them the Wild Pack, but how do these people have the caliber to hang out with superheroes? I mean, they're just basically hired thugs with guns. I mean, maybe calling them thugs is a little egregious because, by and large, the Silver Sable doesn't really strike me as sort of a thug. But, you know, she's hanging out with, like, Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four while they're squaring off against Galactus. She's got kind of a Black Widow thing going. She'll be like, you know, Silver Sable, you're just a lady with a gun. You don't have any superpowers, no magical abilities, no special artifacts, no nothing to keep you safe from harm. What are you going to do when the boot of Terrax falls on you? You're going to get squished like a fucking pancake. That's what you're going to do. I don't care how many guns you have. Those guns aren't going to save you from Terrax's shoe. Oh, man, he done had too much gumbo, yo. Oh, man, you done the little gumbo shack there. You eating too much of my gumbo, you get sick. You got to keep an eye on that, boy. Can't be eating so much of Swamp Thing brand gumbo that you make yourself sick. That's no good for nobody, no. And a waste of gumbo. You don't waste gumbo in Alex Olsen's restaurant. It's just not done. Be like, oh, wasting the gumbo, man. That's what's what. Yeah. Don't be wasting the gumbo, man. And the Madman, which I sacrificed a heal to get a shot at killing, dodged, so now Helena Bertinelli has to cover that shit back up. Alright, little 5 stress. That's alright. Solid damage from the giver of gumbo, and we're definitely going to have to drop a heal on Silver Sable here. She's pretty banged up. Resisted to bleed, that's good. Brother Voodoo's taking a little power vomit. Also, Alex Olsen at some point has picked up a disease, but we didn't see specifically which disease it was. Could have blind fired, maybe tried to pick out the pig before he got a chance to swing, but I was confident Silver Sable's speed would beat him, and then it's just a matter of a quick pick to the face. We don't really need the anti-venom. Let's take everything else that we can carry. Honestly, we could throw the anti-venom on the... Yeah, let's do that. I'd rather have the citrines. We'll throw the anti-venom on ground in favor of something that's actually worth money. And I guess we'll head to the last room. We've gotten... Ooh, we got rid of a negative quirk is what we did. All right, quirk time. Also, we can check out and see what disease Swamp Thing has. Swamp Thing has rabies. Well, you know what? We're going to keep those. Thank you, Puking Pig Man, for giving Swamp Thing rabies. He's the most ravenous plant monster of all time. Dyspomania and Stress Eater, neither of those are terrifically terrible. Fangophobia. You know, I wouldn't mind getting rid of that. It's not good. What else have we got here? Fangophobia, as well as Love Interest and Diurnal. Neither of those are, like, heartbreakingly bad. Lygophobia and Tippler, either one of them. You know, I don't really care about either of those. I think we have Silver Sable do this one. She's got, I mean, she only has one negative quirk to get rid of, and this will help her in the stress department because I am keeping my torchlight high. I don't like low torchlight runs. I don't like it. So, yeah, let's do this. Burn this pile of scrolls. We have definitely gotten rid of that. Beautiful. And off we go. Now we're also going to get rid of some stress here by having Silver Sable just disarm this trap. A little free stress relief. That is such a useful ability. Actually, the fact that disarming traps provides stress relief now really does make having a high trap disarm skill very useful. It's just free stress relief as you travel throughout the dungeon. There's really no drawbacks. Also, you didn't step on a trap. So we're going to have Alex Olsen do nothing. He's got rabies, which as far as I'm concerned is only a benefit. And we're going to see if the rest of the team can carry it through here while Alex Olsen tries to grind down his own stress with just constant absolution. Comes a little bit of munch. Sweet dodge from the Abomination. I mean, Swamp Thing, he's a big, giant, hideous, shambling plant monster, sure, but don't mistake the fact that he is also the most agile plant monster of all time. I mean, he may look like a pile of creeper moss hanging from a tree, but don't let that fool you. He's dexterous. For a big man, he can really move. Pick to the face. Yeah. That's what we needed. Silver Sable with the kill. Nicely done. And Swamp Thing can absolve himself of his many, many sins. Little drums of debilitation. You know what? Looks like Brother Voodoo's going in for some stress relief next time anyway, so that's not really a heartbreaking loss. If he takes a little more stress damage, it is not the end of the world. Well, we didn't need that. 13 damage there for the Huntress. Let's just have her kill this before she dies from some combined bleed and blight action. More gold. Well, let's get rid of these torches then. And I would prefer to have the crests over 75 gold, although I'd also prefer the 75 gold. So you know what? Let's just eat the food and take the gold. And that's it. All right, let's continue adventuring here. We've got, what is this? A sacrificial stone? Throw a shovel on it. Does it do anything? Nope. All right, well, let's just have somebody touch it. Well, Brother Voodoo, I think this is a you job since you're probably screwed anyway. Oh, nope. Okay, he's a Warrens explorer, despite the fact that we actually did go to the Warrens, so I suppose for once that it worked out fittingly. And we made really good gold, man. We made a fortune here. This has been a top-notch little dungeon. Silver Sable's gonna have to recruit the entire wild pack to haul all this filthy loot out of the dungeon. You got mad ducats. This contract's paid really well. Way better than any contract the wild pack has ever taken in the history of their existence, by the way. Although, you know what? You'd think the wild pack should be really, really, really well compensated. It'd be like, yeah, we're a team of mercenaries and we go up against shit that's completely out of our league. You need us to fight Thanos? Fuck it. We'll sign the contract. We'll fight Thanos even if he has the Infinity Gauntlet. Every single one of our members is gonna die, but you know what? If anybody does come back from the mission, comes back unharmed, those guys are set for life. Maybe that's the Silver Sable game plan. She just hires not actual mercenaries, but just people who are willing to throw their lives away for nothing, and then pays them an exorbitant sum in the very unlikely event they survive a mission. It's basically the plot to The Immortals, starring Eric Roberts. Yeah, it's pretty much that. That's how the Wild Pack works. At least in my mind, I've cemented it. That's it. That's my new story for the Wild Pack now. Mercedes Knight meditated and is no longer abusive, but she'll never meditate again. Jean Grey got rid of creeping cough. Catherine Bishop cured her crippling case of syphilis, which is good. And we get a couple level ups. All right, that's sweet. Do we have an antiquarian available? We do not. Another Houndmaster. That looks like Jaime Lannister when he was in prison. You know, before he got his hand cut off, but before he got his hand cut off, but after Robb Stark threw him and, you know, locked him to a post. He's looking pretty grizzled, but he's still got that golden mane of hair that makes you just go, he's so dreamy. All right, well, there's nothing we want here. Our last roster slot that we have currently is getting reserved exclusively for an antiquarian. I think we should take some of our gold, though, and maybe upgrade our blacksmith. Yeah, we need some more armor there.
A stronger shield. Anything
that gets us up to rank 4 weapons and armor, I think. Yeah, we could do armor. All right, weapon and armor upgrades up to rank 4, and we were saving portraits to upgrade the tavern, was it? Yes. So let's do the brothel.
Maybe they can be inured against the
or was it the guild? We were saving portraits for the guild, weren't we? Yeah, I'm a dumb man. We were supposed to save 24. You know what? We didn't have 24 anyway, so I feel less stupid, but I'm still a dumb man. All right, we'll need to hang on to those then. We're going to want to grab 5 more portraits so we can get our instructor skill mastery. Would like to have access to level 4 skills. Also, I think that does unlock the capacity for like higher ranked troopers at the old stagecoach there. Any other upgrades we might want to do? We don't really have that many busts and crests, so I think we'll be out for the Abbey. Let's do some stress relief then and call this one a day. So you're faithless, so you won't pray or flagellate, and you won't drink. Man, picky much, Jean Grey? Will you meditate? Yeah, you're real expensive to have meditate, but you will do it. Catherine Bishop's got the bees. She's going to hang on to those. Alex Olson is now the most rabid Spanish moss in all of Louisiana. We could do a mission, though, with James Harper, Betsy Braddock, John Constantine, and Dick Grayson. That could be our next team. That could be a boss-bashing team, specifically the team to kill the inchoate flesh. They would be pretty well suited for that fight. The only problem is Dick Grayson's stress is a little higher than I'd like before a boss bash. So you know what? We got to get old Nightwing here a little bit of stress relief. Fear of Beast, he's a satanophobe, he's a Warriorsphobe, he's assessed with sainthood. He's assessed with sainthood? I assess thee to be a saint. No, he's obsessed with sainthood. Let's throw Dick Grayson in there and let him pray to a higher power, and then we'll have to do like one time killing mission. But we do have a whole cadre of rank 3 troopers here who are looking for a little experience. We might be able to get a boss bash in with some of those guys too. I mean, we got Squirrel Girl, we got Doom, we got old Mary Walker here, Typhoid Mary herself. We haven't had Captain America or the Paladin out on a mission in a long time. Wouldn't be a terrible thing to get those guys back in the mix a little bit. But that one's going to have to wait till next time. This episode is done. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more bad jokes about Marvel heroes and me talking about Swamp Thing opening a Gumbo restaurant, Might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of Darkest Dungeon every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. I'm gonna go get me some gumbo, boy. Boy, that Swamp Thing brand gumbo, it's good, guarantee. Delicious, best gumbo you ever had, boy. I'll see you again soon.